So this is a response to Interghost's awesome community question tag, which was games that you liked and didn't like that others didn't. Basically, the other way around. Strangely, I wasn't even subbed to Interghost before, but I fixed it now. So now I'm subscribed. Yes, looks like a great channel. Okay, so I'm going to try and stick to Mega Drive, because there's so many to choose from. I found it a lot easier to pick games that I liked that others didn't, rather than games that I didn't like that others did. Because most of the games that I don't like that others do, quite generic choices, things like, you know, Call of Duty, that kind of thing. I'm not really big on the old war first-person shooters, but it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I don't seek them out. But I have played them and have enjoyed them, so I couldn't really include them. But anyway, so I'm going to stick to Mega Drive, try and narrow it down a little bit. So first of all, the games that I don't like that most of the people that I've come across do. Now of course, subjectivity is a bitch, so all of these people are going to be like, huh, but I like that, but huh, I don't like that either, that kind of thing. That's fine. This is just based on what I've generally found to be the case when, you know, like in reviews back in the day maybe, or people, I've heard people talking about them since, and the general consensus kind of thing, so it's all much of a muchness. But yeah, so these are the games that I don't like that most people do. First one, Sonic Spinball. Absolute bag of shit. It's not a platformer, it's not a pinball game, it's somewhere in between, and it does neither of them very well. And for that reason, I just don't like it. I think it's messy, I think it feels unfinished, I just don't like it. Can't get with it, can't get with it. That's not to say that I won't be able to in the future. I do intend to go through my Mega Drive collection at some point and play them all, to give them another chance, but Sonic Spinball, bag of shit. Next one, Sonic 3. Yeah, another Sonic game, but it's a different type of game. It's a platformer that was ostensibly a pinball game, so fuck you, I'm including 2 Sonic games. I just couldn't get with it. I loved the first one, I loved the second one. For some reason, I completely lost interest on number 3. I don't know if it was the graphical changes, I don't know if the levels were differently constructed, I don't know what it was, I just didn't like it. Couldn't get with it, don't like it. Sonic 3. Sorry, what are you going to do? Right, this one, I really want to like this one, but I just can't play it. I'm shit at it, and therefore I don't enjoy it. But again, maybe I'll go back to it one day and try and give it another crack, but I really do want to like this game, but I just can't play it. And it's Space Harrier 2. I'm just completely rubbish at it. The shooting, the perspective, something about the perspective, I just cannot aim right at the enemies, and I just never seem to do very well. Same reason I don't do very well at Afterburner. I don't know what it is, but I can't get the knack of it. Space Harrier 2. Sorry, I know it's a classic. Maybe one day I'll change my mind. Right, the next one is the games I like that most other people tend not to like. And this was a lot easier. There was a lot more to choose here, because I tend to like most games, apart from that kind of stuff. But anyway, getting on with it. The first one is Altered Beast. Famously regarded as a turkey, but I think this game is fucking awesome. I don't know if it's because of I don't know if it's because it's one of the first games that I saw on a 16-bit home console and was blown away by the graphics and the speech. Oh my god, it got the actual digitized speech in there. Rise to your doom, or something like that. Love it. I love the graphics. I love the simple punching action. You know, the blocks, the enemies coming at you, the sound effects. I loved it all. And when you turn into the monster on each level, different monster on each level, I think it was, just added that extra bit to it, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what all the fuss is about. All the pieces ace. Shut the fuck up. Right, next one is Another World. Now I know this is highly regarded, so this is probably a daft one to pick, but it's critically acclaimed, but a lot of people just cannot get with it. A lot of people just do not like this game, and they get massively frustrated by it. Just can't get with it. Sick stunner. And but I just love it. Yes, it is frustrating because on some of the sections it takes a while to figure out what you're actually supposed to do. It's not always obvious, but once you've sussed out each area and you know what you're supposed to do, then you can do a nice speed run through a level, and it just is fucking awesome. Cinematic, beautiful to look at, revolutionary graphics for the time. yeah, and it felt like a more adult kind of game, especially in the context of most of the games on 16-bit consoles. This was like a fucking Frank Kafka production, you know, novel. This was like a fucking Scorsese film or something. This is a game for grown-ups, and yeah, just love the look of it. Love the, you know, every level and every section of every level's got something different to do, and I just think this is great. But again, that's critically acclaimed, so maybe it's a bit of a cop-out. It's just that I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like that one. Next one, well, this is 2 games, and I've seen somebody else mention this as well. I think it was Sega CD Universe, who's a guy that I've just recently subscribed to. He's got a brilliant channel, and he's put these on his list, and I totally agree with him. And yeah, and it is Night Trap and Double Switch. Again, you know, famously regarded as just complete dog shites and FMV games that most people just thought, you know, in retrospect, most people think absolutely ridiculous, and even at the time, most people turned their nose up at. I didn't. I loved them at the time. Still love them now. So cheesy, and I love it for that as well. It's just something. There's something tangibly just awesome about how cheesy those games are. You know, the acting and everything, and I love the gameplay as well. The actual, especially on Double Switch, because if you don't know, what you're basically doing is going from room to room in a building, trapping baddies. That's basically what you're doing. And in Double Switch, or in both games, there's other things to do, like you need to be in a certain room to get a piece of information to help you to get a code to do something, blah de blah. But most of the time, what you're doing is trapping baddies by just watching a piece of film, waiting until they walk over a certain bit in the room, and then pressing the button. That's all it is. It's an FMV QuickTime game, but it's just so fucking cheesy and awesome, and you really do have the feeling that it's all happening in real time, because obviously you go from room to room, and the story will happen at certain times, and you need to be certain places to see certain things happening, and I don't know. I just love them, and I will defend them to the grave. As yeah, Double Switch and Night Trap, absolutely awesome. So that's it. Yeah, there was loads of other ones I could have chose from, but I've stuck to three each. Now, you all probably saw Ninja Bear Hug's shout out to a channel recently, and if you didn't, then I'm going to shout out that same channel right now, because I am embarrassed that I wasn't already subscribed to this channel, and it is the 16-Bit Brothers. And they are a channel. They've been subscribed to me for a while, and we've even done a trade, and we've had communication for a while, and they've always left brilliant comments and been supportive, and I never went to check out their channel. And what an idiot I was, because go and have a look. Just go and have a look. Go and have a look now. These guys actually put effort in. What do? I sit in front of a camera and rant for a few minutes and then turn the fucker off. I don't even edit anymore because I can't do it, because my Mac's like fucking foreign language when it comes to editing. That's a whole nother story. But these guys put all the effort in, and they have got awesome videos, awesome content, and they are criminally undersubbed for the quality of their content. So go and subscribe to the 16-Bit Brothers if you haven't already. And that ends the show. Okay, bye bye.